Alright, what's up, y'all? I just wanted to comment on my crazy, fucked up life. Now, being a single woman, almost 40 years old, with no children, you would think that I should have a very easy life. And even though I was falsely accused and convicted of something in '07, even though that, I've made it through, and even though that has been a big hindrance to me and has greatly changed the quality of my life and the person that I am, you would still think that my life would be one that's fairly easy. But for some reason, just craziness keeps going in my life. Now, the last crazy video that I recorded was that, you know, like I said, the neighbors, this is just insane. Okay, they tore the house down next door, so there should not be any problem whatsoever. So, I didn't mention anything because I'm not the kind of person to like rub salt in somebody's wounds. When somebody's down, I'm not the kind of person to kick them while they're down. And I said, well, all the problems with the music and stuff like that, maybe that's because they were acting out because they were depressed or whatever, and that was their way of cheering themselves up. So, they had a demolition team come in, just completely take the whole place down. And I can't lie. In the back of my mind, I was like, yes, I don't have to worry about music no more. Hopefully, they've moved on to a better place. But when it was time, pay the rent, whatever, I didn't think that there was going to be a problem. And the reason, and so it was no need for me to mention it. The landlord asked everything was okay. I was like, yeah, no need for me to mention it because that fucking house is not even there. There's no reason for him to be around. And so I'm seeing him creeping around the neighborhood. So I'm thinking, again, I'm not the kind of person to rub salt in somebody's wounds when they're down. I'm thinking, okay, you know, I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if he's staying with the landlord. I don't know if he's staying with some neighbors. I don't know if he's homeless. I don't know what the deal is. So I'm like, okay, not a problem. But as long as, he's not bothering me, I don't really care. So again, there's no house there, but he has a truck parked there. And then he's like, is by my window and talking all loud. And I'm like, oh my God, really? So, I'm getting upset. But it's like, it's crazy because what do you do? There's no house there. You know what I'm saying? What do you do? I mean, what can I do? It's crazy. So I'm just like, what do I do? And then I was like, do I say something to the landlord? But I was like, in order for me to say something to the landlord, I gotta walk right past this dude that's standing out here, and you gotta know, because it's not like I haven't mentioned it before. You know what I'm saying? That there's a problem. I can't call the police because what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's with the landlord or not. You know what I mean? So I can't do that. It, and it's just amazing. And and if I do call the police, there's no address because there's no house. So the shit is just crazy. I mean, and me, like I said, I guess nothing can be perfect. I'm peaceful. I like my peace and quiet. I try not to, hurt nobody's feelings. And I try to be good and all that good stuff. And I try not to offend nobody or annoy anybody. I stay in my place because if the least resistance, I'm happy. But I'm like, what do you do? It's insane. So I went and I just spoke to the landlord. Landlord said he would take care of it. But it's just crazy. I mean, I wish, for my life, where I would have wished, and my mom was probably right, and I've gotten over the fact that I may not ever see my mom again, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, if I could find, I mean, it would be nice. Just like the people that are well off and wealthy, they can afford to buy their little piece of heaven without a bunch of hoodlums and hood rats and people just acting, just being disrespectful. I'm like, wow. But as far as finances go, I can't afford that. Maybe I can, and maybe this is God's way of saying I need to light some fire under my ass and do something. There are people that I admire that live in the Hollandale area, I don't remember her name. There's a lady that was on Apprentice a few years ago. She's young. She's like maybe 30 now. 30. She's younger than me. I've got her by a good probably 4 or 5 years at least. And she's doing awesome. She's like number 3 in the nation for real estate at one point. And, she's living really well, you know. And I need to watch her. Katrina somebody or something, McClellan, I don't know her name. But I need to watch her, and maybe some of her drive and ambition will run off on me, because the legal system, I'm going to tell you, it took all of that away. It's like, I don't want to do anything. Who wants to try to build yourself up to be successful when all of a sudden it can be torn down just like that if you don't have resources and backup and support? And the one thing about that young lady, when she was 23, 24, she was on The Apprentice. And I just watched the clip because I was never into that stuff. But, she had to fight back. She had to put fight. I don't know what the situation was, but she had to let Omarosa know how she felt, and she put it out there, and she was ready to fight for it. The legal system took away even my ability or desire to fight because I'm scared to. There it is. I'm not scared to because I'm scared of the other person. I'm scared to because I've always wanted to be the good girl, and I always wanted to be right and do the right thing. And I burned my other shoulder now, but for me to fight for myself and potentially harm somebody else, you know, I don't know, but I guess maybe that's why God made me ugly now too. So it's like you have nothing to lose. Fight for yourself. But I really don't want to spend time fighting people. I want to enjoy life. I don't want to fight. I want to enjoy life. I just want to enjoy peace. You know, I want to respect people and be respected. I don't want to fight. I'm too. I mean, to start fighting at 37 years old. Come on, I really don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. But anyways, God bless. I just had to get that out. Just does anybody else have this crazy shit like that in their life that it's just like, what the fuck do you do? Hit me up, let me know. And I know, the perception of reality of it is that if I don't like it, then I need to do whatever it takes to, pull myself up and out so that I can get better. But on the same hand, that means I'm going to have other battles that I have to fight. I'm going to have to fight against other people that are devious and manipulative and that are thieves and crooks and all of that. And, the risks are higher because they can turn it around and make it look like you are those things that you are not. I just want to live a very simple, peaceful life. That's all. That's all. I don't want anything big. I don't have to be famous. I don't have to be beautiful. I don't have to be none of that. Just let me grow old and die peacefully. That's all I want. And even that is jeopardized with all the things that they're trying to do, with government. So that's all I want. Let me grow old and die peacefully. And now that I say that out of my mouth, it's like every time I say something, the opposite happens. So I don't know. But what will be, will be. That's just what the desire is for me. That would be ideal. Anyways, love and peace. Let me know if you have any crazy stuff that happens in your life. Bye.